Hello, my name is James, and this is a candidate exercise for Fisher Investments. The purpose of this video is to showcase an internal reporting dashboard on clients and their respective investment counselors. This dashboard is intended to include 4 individual reports. The first one is for clients where the next contact is within 90 days from today. The second is for clients with incomplete suitability review statuses, and the third one is for clients with any open action items. The last one is a performance measurement for each investment counselor, and I will go more in depth about each report later. Dashboard features are essential to a successful dynamic dashboard, so I have created a search filter for 3 different dimensions here: the client name, ID number, and a filter checklist for investment counselors. The filters can work in many ways that provide useful information to the user. If, for example, I am Superman, also known as the mysterious Clark Kent, I can select only myself under the investment counselors and obtain an organized custom dashboard for complete management over clients that I am responsible for. Here you can see that it is all under Clark Kent. Yep. So these filters can also work together to investigate based on a user-specific need. So I'll select a couple more ICs, and I can search through clients that start with AB, for example. Abrams, no. Gable, Gabriel, Lab, Mav, Mabry. So this report, this dashboard is actually showing each one of the applicable clients with relation to what I have checked here for investment counselors. Let me reset everything here first. So I'll click this button so I can jump to the first report. This is for clients who have a contact due date within the next 90 days. And this was a very simple report to generate from the raw data, since the only tweak was to assign a date range to the data source and only display the relevant clients. This would be from December 1st of 2016 till March 1st of 2017. I don't believe we see anything that's out of this range right now. And in this case, I think we can move on to report number 2. This is clients where investment counselors must complete the suitability review, which means that any value that is not complete will need to display on this report. It can be needs review, overdue, or pending PEG. I don't think I see any other options here, so this was also a fairly simple SIFT job to choose the applicable values under suitability review statuses. Back to the dashboard, and let's go to report number 3. So report number 3 is where it gets a little more interesting. Clients with open actions would mean that any client that meets one or multiple criteria in the list are eligible to be on this actionable report. So we had to write a small bit of code under $ open action, which is right here. This does the calculation for determining whether the open action row is true or false. And once it has been identified as true, we use that as the filtering mechanism to show it on this specific report. Let me open this up real quick. So open action here actually checks through the 6 conditions where we might be able to identify it as an open action. It would be if the survey call complete was set to null, the days since last contact is greater than 90, the last referral request and last addition request is older than 365 days, the suitability review status is not complete, or the open ops request is set to yes. And in this case, we would set it to show and filter out the rest, which are the two things that we can choose from when trying to sift it through. The last report that we have here is a performance metric for each investment counselor. What we have displayed here is a bar chart, and thank goodness I was hoping to have some form of graphical representation of data instead of pure tables on this dashboard. So this performance rating is a weighted score between two major components of an investment counselor's success. The first one being the strength code, which is the client satisfaction level that shows how successful the IC is with managing client expectations and keeping promises to promote a healthy client relationship. And the other component is the number of actionable items, which shows the IC's ability to manage tasks and execute efficiently. Currently, the weight distribution is set to 65% on strength code and 35% on the actionable items, but that all can be fairly easily modified. A simple conversion for the strength code strings of ABC to corresponding values can be done here through the strength rating calculation. Once we convert it to these integers, which converts to, on the scale of 0 to 100, we can use these to average out every single client that each IC is responsible for and give them their rating there. On the similar scale, the actionable items are placed into a larger subset to identify a somewhat arbitrary rating of whether they're effective with their tasks, and giving a score between 50 to 90, which also falls within this line. The performance rating then becomes the final score for each individual after weighing these two components. This would be my dashboard, and that's it. Hopefully it all makes sense and can provide some value with real raw data from Fisher Investments. This video has not been cut or edited, and it's all done in one go. Thank you very much.